Hello students, myself Lokesh Kumar Sharma from Bharadwaj Engineering Chemistry classes. Today I will teach you an important topic EDTA method, or we can say the complex geometric method for determination of total, temporary and permanent hardness of water. Students, it's a very important topic in terms of RTU and BTU examinations. Before the lecture, I would like to tell you that all the topics you are studying in Bharadwaj engineering chemistry classes are related to RTU Kota, BTU Bikaner and other universities and cover all the important topics of engineering chemistry and environmental engineering for civil 6M students. Students, the main content of this lecture, the principle of EDTA method, EDTA structure, solution preparation, chemical reactions and calculation steps. The main objective of this lecture are, at the end of this lecture, the students are able to learn, define complex geometric reactions, understand the mechanism of EDTA method, know about the effect of pH, importance of EDTA and its use, know the applications and solution preparation. Now we discussed about the introduction of EDTA method. Students, complex geometric titration is a form of volumetric analysis in which the formation of a colored complex to use to indicate the endpoint of a titration. These types of reactions used for the determination of a mixture of different metal ions in solution and indicator capable of producing of color changes. Students, before EDTA method, we need to know about the hardness and its region. The water has two ways of hardness. Number one is temporary hardness and number two is permanent hardness. Temporary hardness, it's due to the presence of the bicarbonates of Ca plus 2 and Mg2 plus. It can be removed by simple boiling process. Permanent hardness, it's due to the presence of chlorides, sulfates and nitrate salts of calcium and magnesium and other heavy metals and can't be removed by simple boiling process. It's also known as non-alkaline hardness of water. Now we start the principle of EDTA method, or complex geometric titration. Students, the hardness of water by titrating water sample with sodium salt of EDTA using Ariochrome black tea as an internal indicator and keeping the pH of the water at 9 to 10. The endpoint is the changes in color from wine red to blue. When the EDTA solution complexes the calcium and magnesium salt completely. Now we start the chemical reactions of EDTA method, or complex geometric method. When Ca2 plus or Mg2 plus means hardness causing substances react with EBT means Ariochrome black tea internal indicator with pH range 9 to 10 and formed Ca2 plus and Mg2 plus with EBT. It's unstable complex of wine red color. In next reaction, Ca2 plus and Mg2 plus with EBT react with EDTA solution with pH range 9 to 10 and formed Ca2 plus and Mg2 plus with EDTA. And EBT is released. Its stable complex of EDTA and color is blue. Next, the structure of EDTA. The simple structure of EDTA is ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. In this process, we use the disodium salt of EDTA because the simple salt is not dissolved in water easily. The next step is preparation of chemicals. Number 1 is standard hard water. Dissolve 1 gram calcium carbonate per liter and add HCl solution for removal of CO2 gas. Number 2 is buffer solution. Dissolve 70 grams of NH4Cl plus 160 ml ammonium hydroxide and make up 1 liter solution. Number 3 is Ariochrome black tea. Mix 0.5 gram dye with 100 ml ethyl alcohol. Number fourth one is standard EDTA solution. Dissolved 3.723 gram of EDTA disodium salt and dilute 1 liter solution. Number fifth is boiled water for permanent hardness, and number six is tap water for total hardness. Now we discussed the procedure. Pipette out 10 ml solution of standard hard water. Add 2 ml of buffer solution and 3 to 4 drops of EBT. Titrate against EDTA solution M by 100 from burette till the color changes from wine red to clear blue color. Repeat it to get concordant reading. In next procedure, repeat same with tap water. For permanent hardness, take 100 ml of hot water and boil it for half an hour, and repeat the same procedure again with 10 ml of solution and get concordant reading. Now we start the calculation part. Step number 1, strength of EDTA solution. Since 1 ml of standard hard water contains 1 mg of calcium carbonate equivalent, 50 ml of standard hard water contains 50 mg of calcium carbonate equivalent. Also, 50 ml of standard hard water consumed V1 ml of EDTA solution. V1 ml of EDTA solution is equals to 50 mg of calcium carbonate equivalent. Hence, 1 ml of EDTA solution is equals to 50 upon V1 mg of calcium carbonate equivalent. Step number 2, calculation of total hardness. Since 1 ml of EDTA solution is equals to 50 upon V1 mg of calcium carbonate equivalent, it's get from strength of EDTA step. 50 ml of hard water consumed V2 ml of EDTA solution. V2 ml of EDTA solution is equals to V2 upon V1 into 50 mg of calcium carbonate equivalent, or we can say 50 upon V1 into V2 mg of calcium carbonate equivalent. Thus, 1 ml of simple water contains 50 upon V1 into V2 upon 50 mg of calcium carbonate equivalent. In 1000 ml of hot water contains V2 upon V1 into 50 upon 50 into 1000 mg of calcium carbonate equivalents. The total hardness is equals to V2 upon V1 into 1000 mg per liter or ppm. Now we start step number 3, permanent hardness. 50 ml boiled water contains 50 mg of calcium carbonate. 50 ml of boiled water consumed V3 ml of EDTA solution. V3 ml of EDTA solution is equals to 50 upon V1 into V3 upon 50 of calcium carbonate equivalent. In 1000 ml of boiled water sample, 50 upon V1 into V3 upon 50 into 1000. So, the permanent hardness is V3 upon V1 into 1000 mg per liter or ppm. Now step number 4, temporary hardness. The total hardness minus permanent hardness is equals to temporary hardness. In this way, we can find out the total temporary and permanent hardness of water. Thanks for watching.